Are you still on the fence about getting your vaccine? Governor David Ige and his team of officials might change your mind today with some incentives to do just that. And if you already got your shot, don't worry. We understand there are some freebies and incentives also for you as a mahalo for doing your part. We'll be breaking away to Governor David Ige in a live press conference as soon as he's ready to begin to talk about how various private sector businesses are coming together to give certain perks to nudge the rest of folks to get their vaccines so we can finally get to the thresholds of percent vaccinated to start lifting some of these long past due restrictions in our community, maybe even get those masks off sooner and later. And most importantly, let Kama'aina families travel more freely between the mainland and back. While we wait for the governor to get started, let's take a look at how our communities are doing. There are some new maps. How many people have at least gotten one shot? We'll show you that after the governor. And here is Governor David Ige.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us here today. I wanted to thank everyone who's got vaccinated already. It's a great service you're making on behalf of our community. It is so important. You've helped us reach a major milestone. 50% of our residents have been fully vaccinated. According to Dr. Char's report this morning, we're actually at 52% and increasing. That is truly something to celebrate. Together, we're that much closer to protecting the public health, re-energizing our economy, and strengthening our communities. After 6 months, we know that the vaccinations are safe and effective. The evidence is clear. There are dramatically fewer COVID cases among those who've been vaccinated. It's also true that the virus continues to circulate in our communities among people who have not been vaccinated. People who have not been vaccinated are still vulnerable to serious illness, hospitalization, and death. And that's why we've designated June as Hawaii Got Vaccinated Month. This month, the state, counties, and Hawaii's healthcare leaders and business communities will be working together to provide information and to motivate residents to make the decision to get vaccinated. I want you to know that getting vaccinated or getting a vaccine will be easier and more convenient than ever. There will be expanded walk-in hours and pop-up clinics in your neighborhoods. There are many people who may have questions about the vaccine, and we want you to make an informed decision. There'll be lots of opportunities to get your questions answered. That's why the Department of Health has launched a new campaign to answer common questions about vaccine safety. We encourage you to ask questions now. Don't wait. If you've simply been busy with work, school, or family activities, we want to make getting a vaccine a priority for you. And that's why several of our speakers will be announcing a number of incentives and promotions to encourage you to get vaccinated. I did want to thank all of the community partners, the businesses, so many in our community who are committed to strengthening our community and is willing to provide incentives for those who get vaccinated. Vaccination is such an important part of keeping our families and communities healthy and safe that I am now making the fully vaccinated rate a major consideration as we make policy decisions here for our community in Hawaii. And of course, I will continue to consider the latest science and the best judgment of our public health officials in making policy decisions on behalf of all of you. Because we're seeing much better outcomes as a result of the vaccination program, I am announcing today a few travel-related policy decisions based on the statewide vaccination rate. First, I expect that we'll reach or be close to 55% of our community vaccinated fully by the middle of this month. So beginning Tuesday, June 15th, we will be ending the restrictions on inter-county travel. People will be able to fly inter-county without restrictions. There will be no testing, no quarantine requirements for inter-county travel. Second, also beginning on June 15th, there will be a quarantine exception for incoming travelers to the state who have been verified to having received at least one of the vaccines here in Hawaii. If travelers have been vaccinated in Hawaii, and we can verify that, they will not need to get a pre-travel test when traveling to the mainland in order to get an exception to the 10-day quarantine. So I think that that's great news for all of us here in the state who have been vaccinated. And then third, when the fully vaccinated rate reaches 60% of our community, through Safe Travels, vaccination cards for trans-Pacific travelers vaccinated in the US and traveling from the continental United States, Alaska, and the US territory. When fully vaccinated rate reaches 60%, we will accept, through Safe Travels, vaccination cards for trans-Pacific travelers vaccinated in the US and traveling from the continental US to Alaska or continental US, Alaska, and the US territories. And finally, when we reach a fully vaccinated rate of 70% statewide, all restrictions on travel will be lifted and the Safe Travels program will be ended. I want to be very clear that all of this is subject to continuing monitoring of the Department of Health for the impact on variants and other health determinants in our community, such as healthcare capacity and other public health measures. We will always take appropriate action should there be a health crisis in our community. I can and will change policies based on the health conditions that we see and the rate of virus circulating in our community. Hawaii's people so far have done a great job with vaccinations. We need to push hard now so we can get to a point where Safe Travels is no longer needed to keep the people of Hawaii safe. Again, my thanks to those who've already been vaccinated. If you have questions about vaccinations, get answers. If you're busy, find the time. Right now, vaccination is the best way to take care of each other, our families, and our communities. Together, I know we will keep each other healthy and safe. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Governor Ige. Our next speaker is Hilton Rayfield, President and CEO, Dr. Elizabeth Char, Director, Department of Health, to talk about our vaccination incentive campaign.
Thank you, Governor. The positive effect of vaccination is clear. We've seen a decrease in cases, and we're currently sitting at about 52 new cases per day on average for over the past 14 days. And we're able to further open travel, as you just heard from the governor. So very exciting news. I guess my message to Hawaii right now is thank you. We have over 800,000 people that have been out and getting vaccinated. And that's just terrific. But we're not done yet. We need to continue this progress, and that's why the Department of Health is focusing our efforts to excite and engage those who are not yet vaccinated. The state and many of our partners we're making vaccination more accessible than ever. Thanks to improvements in our data, we're now able to focus on vaccination sites where they are needed the most. In the month of June alone, we'll have more than 300 locations across the state where you can get vaccinated. These include malls, beaches, farmers markets, churches. The Department of Health and our partners are also increasing our outreach into the communities. We have some new PSAs. We have a question and answer with local physicians. And we're just trying to provide that education so that people can make informed decisions. COVID vaccines are safe, they're effective, and they're free. By answering your questions and sharing good, credible information, we believe that Hawaii residents will make informed decisions regarding this vaccine. We invite everyone to get vaccinated if you haven't already been, and if we all work together, we can do this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Char. And our next speaker, Hilton Rakel, President and CEO, Healthcare Association of Hawaii.
Good afternoon. The coronavirus pandemic is unprecedented in our history. Hawaii's response to this pandemic has also been unprecedented, as are the initiatives being announced today. We're here today as partners from the government, business, healthcare, and the community. We are all working together to launch this Hawaii Got Vaccinated initiative and to bring this pandemic to an end. I thank everyone who is here today, including the Governor, Dr. Char, our hospital leaders, and our business leaders. The healthcare organizations here today include Adventist Health Castle, Hawaii Pacific Health, Kaiser Permanente Hawaii, Maui Health, MDX Hawaii, and the Queen's Health Systems, who together have been working with other healthcare organizations and government and community partners over the past 15 months to confront this pandemic and bring it to an end. The actions and initiatives of this organization, which are immeasurable, include vaccinating hundreds of thousands of individuals, as Dr. Char just mentioned, treating thousands of COVID patients in their clinics, hospitals, and other healthcare settings, and utilizing millions of pieces of personal protective equipment, while at the same time caring for the non-COVID injured, sick, and dying across these islands. Beginning today, a full list of the incentives can be seen at www.higotvaccinated.com. The incentives and promotions encompass details and discounts offered throughout the month of June and include prize giveaways. Vaccinated Hawaii residents 18 and older can enter to win these prizes through the end of the month. People who have already been vaccinated are also eligible for these prizes. This program is sponsored by our hospital and healthcare providers and administered by H&B Marketing and ConnectWorks. Our other speakers will provide more details. Throughout this month, vaccinations will be available at least 339 sites across the state set up for the Hawaii Got Vaccinated campaign. Hospitals and other organizations are already setting up pop-up clinics in the schools, malls, and community centers. Our goal is to break down barriers and make it as easy as possible to be vaccinated by these safe and highly effective vaccines. It is our honor and privilege to work with our partners in government and business to bring this pandemic to an end. We all owe nothing less to the people of Hawaii. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rakel. Our next speaker is Cheryl Matsuoka, Executive Director, Hawaii Restaurant Association.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, COVID vaccines has really helped bring back our restaurant and food service industry. It's allowed us to bring back our employees to work and get off of unemployment. It's brought our customers back. Since the vaccines have come out, we have seen families and friends come back to our restaurants and create new memories. I just saw a family that had a first birthday party, and if it wasn't for the vaccine, they wouldn't have been able to get together just to celebrate a birthday. It's graduation season, so I know that people want to go out and celebrate. Our restaurants has seen an increase in business, and it's so wonderful to see, especially our kapuna, especially our elderly, feeling that they can come back out safely. I know because, you know, I'm in restaurants all the time, and the kapuna tell me before the vaccine, they had to stay at home out of fear. They could only leave maybe to go to the doctor. Now they feel free. Now that they've got the vaccine, they're free from prison. They felt like their home was their prison. So just to see the kapuna back out again safely is just so wonderful. That's why we want to encourage everyone, more people, to please get vaccinated. Our businesses across the islands have stepped up to offer specials, discounts, and prizes listed at the hightgotvaccinated.com. On one section of the website is for deals and discounts. Restaurants and other businesses are offering these special offers throughout the month of June, and as Hilton had said, as long as you've gotten the vaccine from the beginning of time till now, you're eligible to accept these deals and discounts. One of the examples is the Gyukaku restaurants, a free soft drink with a purchase. Zippy's, a $3 bag of chili. El Gelato, 2 quarts of gelato ice cream that's just delicious, and you get 1 quart free. So all you have to do is show your vaccine card, and even if you've just taken one shot, you still are qualified for these specials. Now, the exciting part are the prizes. As Hilton said, the website is now up, and so we expect to see a lot of traffic. It's exciting to see the prizes and the community coming together. So these prizes are for 18 and older, as Hilton had said, and the prizes include, and this is why I'm so excited, because I get to share with everyone all the wonderful prizes. A 1-year lease on a quality SUV or sedan from AutoSource. A Vacations Hawaii Las Vegas round trip for 2. 4 round trips for 2 on Alaska Airlines. Papa John's Pizza for a year. $1,000 gift certificates from Alexander & Baldwin for Kailua merchants. $1,000 gift certificate to Merriman's. AIO is presenting a $1,000 Pearl City Shopping Center gift certificate, and Waihata a $1,000 gift certificate. L&L Barbecue will be donating 2 $500 gift certificates for catering, and continually check that website because more specials and more prizes will be coming throughout the month of June. Just today, we found out, thanks to Zippy's, they're donating a year of food, a $6,000 value. Thank you, Zippy's. And Marriott is providing their points, 1 million points on their Marriott point system. So in closing, I just really want to sincerely thank all the restaurants and businesses that have generously donated incentives and prizes. 2020 was a very tough financial year for many businesses, especially restaurants. And even though these restaurants and businesses are still digging themselves out of that great big financial hole that COVID left us, they still want to say thank you to the community and please get vaccinated by donating all of these great prizes and incentives. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And our final speaker, Peter Ingram, President and CEO, Hawaiian Airlines.
Aloha. It's a pleasure to be up here today, and it is wonderful to be able to talk about the pace we are making on the removal of many of the restrictions that we've all been living with over the past year and now more than a year. The last 15 or 16 months have been a very difficult time for our tourism sector, which is the engine to Hawaii's economy. And that affects the obvious businesses you think of, like Hawaiian Airlines and like the hotels, but it is a much broader impact than that when you think about the restaurants and retailers and bars in the resort regions throughout the state that rely on visitors for their livelihood and for the employment of so many thousands of people in our community. And we have made great progress with the Safe Travels program since October 15th. We have seen, at first, a gradual recovery in visitors to our islands, and then since January, a larger recovery, largely driven by the success we have had here in Hawaii and throughout the United States in reducing the spread of the disease, and vaccinations have absolutely been an essential part of that. And we are excited to participate in further encouraging our state to take steps to get vaccinated, to bring our percentages up, to bring the cases down in our community, and create the conditions where we are both protecting public health, but also removing the restrictions that have had a devastating effect on so many in our community economically. I'm very happy to be able to represent Hawaiian Airlines, where we have participated in the High Got Vaccinated program by donating 1 million Hawaiian miles to be allocated to people. I believe that is going to be split into 10 different prizes. We are proud to be a part of this. It is very important. While we have seen recovery, things are still not back, and there are still many businesses suffering and many people who are still not employed. So getting the conditions in place where we can continue to remove the restrictions and allow people to travel freely is going to be very important for us as we complete the recovery and get our state back to 100% health, both from a public health standpoint and an economic standpoint. Mahalo.